Yeah,
2001, 2002.
2001. Well, actually, I had my hand in another business before I even started in 2001.
Of course.
Because in single sound, we were 6 years there. And we got involved with a whole bunch of things while we're in single sound, in and outside of single sound. And there's one issue where we're kind of branching out and messing around with different ideas. And I partnered up with Jason Lowe, and there's another engineer you guys may remember called Nick Band. And we started a company called Fat Boy Records.
Okay.
So that was done at the back of Single Sound Studios.
Okay.
And we were all there anyway. So we literally took over Studio One, so to speak, at the time, which is the biggest room. And that's where a lot of things got tracked and started. We did the first Rock the World at Wanatama. If you remember that one, it was a free concert for everybody. And we got a nice little sponsor to sponsor and pay for the stage. We managed to pay each band member, each band, I should say, I think it was like 5,000 ringgit each.
That's in 2000 or the late 90s?
Yeah. Yeah, that was unheard of, even at the time.
That's unheard of now, Paul.
Yeah. But,
that's unheard of now.
The whole point was to just give people the experience of playing in front of a large audience.
Exactly.
That was the drive behind it. It wasn't a money thing.
Because that's what we always said back home as well. Like you try to give up and coming bands the experience of playing in a big stage along with other people. Like so, like it's a good idea. It's always a good idea.
Yeah, but it went on to do great things. I mean, Rock the World is still just about in there all these years later, and it's still going.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a part of it anymore, but you know, it's great to see it still has legs.
How long were you a part of it for, or you just
for the first couple of years?
First couple of years, yeah. And then in turn, we had different ideas about stuff. I started another company and moved on.
You remember the bands, Paul? The bands that played in that first
a few
Rock the World that are still around?
7 Color T-shirt for sure.
Yep.
Shit, man, you're asking me to back my old brain.
Of course, Low played, of course.
Yeah, Low, he headlined it. So that was part of the stunt as well, you know.
Yes, that was his golden years.
Yeah, I think OAG played as well. Shit, man.
I know Spunky Funky played.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I will never remember that. Yeah, that's the name I know
Funky,
for a long time.
Yeah.
Wolf Band. Yeah.
Holy God, that's a fantastic.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in such a long time.
Old school.
Popped it up.
What sort of music? Did it just cross all boundaries or cross all genres?
No, it's pretty much indie underground.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was the point, because there was quite a movement in the underground scene at that point, and they're all quite purists to the underground scene. So we would present this idea of playing on the big stage in front of people, and actually paying them money to do it. We actually got some backlash initially that we're trying to make them commercial, and the fact that we were sponsored by it was Panasonic. And we managed to squeeze some small money out of them to pay for the rig and pay for the bands. That was it. We don't want to be sponsored. We're not going to play a sponsored show.
Punk doesn't die, Paul. Punk doesn't die. They're
but we,
fucking snobs. That's what they are. Pure elitist snobs. Like we shouldn't be paying bands. What?
Hey, but Panasonic fueled a lot of VHS tape recordings at home. Okay, when I was growing up, I record TV shows using Panasonic, man. It's like
that's right.
So
grainy stuff.
What was when you left the main studio? What was the first company that you formed? Was it called Maverick back then, or was it?
No, it was called WASP. WASP.
WASP.
Yeah.
We are sex experts.
Something like that, whatever you want to call it, whatever works for you. So it happened to be the initials of my partners, Walid, Andrea, Sagan, and Paul. And this is basically my team from Single Sound that I were working closely with.
Okay, so
we built up. I built